Let me double check here. I hope you
Yes,
can all hear me.
yes, we can
Uh,
hear.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good.
Can
Well, we're afternoon now.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Joanna, me, good to see you. Bernadette, very good. Who else is missing here?
We have 9 in, 6 are not in yet. Sarah is stuck in the embassy.
Okay. Who else? You wanna Indonesia team? Bernadette, are you from Indonesia team? Okay. Bernadette, tolong panggilin teman-temannya. Oh, Gabby, hi. Yes. Okay. Who else is missing?
Take me, Tom Young and Rashi from WMAI.
Can somebody chase him?
Ori, can you do that?
Somebody
Yeah,
from Japan being late. I'm a
yeah.
bit shocked.
Let me get
Hey, F.
Yeah.
How do you actually get yourself into that on the corner of that?
It's just magic. Just magic. And I just discovered it 5 minutes ago under like some weird pop-up setting in there. Under
I'm gonna do
layout.
that. It's really good, I think. That's really, really good.
This was just a pure chance
Accident.
encounter.
That's it.
You click on the
Excellent.
layout and then like it just pops in there. And then you can swish yourself around into like the thing.
Wow.
Ooh.
That is so cool. All right.
Like when you're
So,
sharing your slide, right? You can still show your face. That's nice.
Yeah, you can apparently like
yeah, wait a minute. We've got
do weird shit with it.
our whole Malaysia team's in. I only see 4. Oh yeah, no, sorry, 5. Okay.
Dean, is Jessica there?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna get her. Jessica, we have you on our training program. Are you done? All right. You can sit in the booth. All right. So, Tom, Ori, tolong ditelepon. Okay, we have many countries represented here. We have F is based out of Hamburg now, although he's lived in Singapore for F how many years? 12 years?
18.
18 years.
Shocking. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'll get everybody started in a minute. We have team members from KL. They are all part of a marketing team and that reports into Denise. And then we have a team from Momenta Indonesia. They work for Darwin. And Ori, of course, is in business development and also running the clinic that F, you helped me think through the design work, which is a good clinic. Ori is now running that business and he's going to be moving to KL very soon. He's based out of Jakarta. Joanna Me worked for us many years ago before our office is in Paya Lebar. And then she went back to the Philippines and now she's a mom and she's just recently joined us back again, right, Joanna? It's Joanna me. That's right. Everybody calls you Jean. I said no, Joanna me. I just got that name down. I just thought, all right. And then Dean, of course, is somebody that used to work for F as well. Are you logging in, Jessica? Once Jessica logs in, and Tom, Ori,
Yeah, I already contacted him, but no response yet.
we're gonna get started.
All right.
Okay, great, guys. I'm gonna be hanging out for like this 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I want to just let you guys know the background. So F is like my brother. At one point in time, we even lived together, guys. Dean, you can turn off the music. Dean, turn off the music. All right. So F actually is from a very, very small town that most of you may not know called Andorra, right?
It's
It's
country.
just country, sorry. Yeah, but it's like very, very small. It's in between France and Spain. But he also grew up in Switzerland and he also grew up in Germany. But I met F almost 30 years ago when I was alone by myself in Japan with no friends. And F was one of the people who came into my office. That time, I don't know if you know, he wore like a work outfit, like orange and all the bright red. I was like, who's this nutcase? And he was thinking and looking at me, saying, who's the nutcase? So make a long story short, F and I started a company called eContact. The company we subsequently sold. This is before Momenta, before Health Online. So he goes a long way with me. We're very dear friends, and he knows my history. I know his history. Our families are intertwined. Even when Jesse and I got married, Jesse said, you know, we should have F do the photography for us. So he is, again, is a brilliant guy. On a professional side, F started his career, his academic career as a medical doctor. Can't believe it. He's going to be treating you for COVID. Right? He started as a medical doctor. Yeah, he started as a medical doctor, but his passion is always in the arts. So he, to his father's disappointment, he quit medical school after a couple of years, and then he subsequently went to get 2 master's degrees. And he also has taught many things. In the world of advertising, there are the local advertising firms, but the global advertising firms like Bates Advertising, Leo Burnett, White and Kennedy,
Ogilvy.
Ogilvy, and Dentsu. These are global companies that work with global brands like Armani, like Apple, like Porsche. So F has worked as creative director for those brands. The one thing I love about F is he's a little bit blur. He's so brilliant, but at the end, when he's finished, it's done. He's off to something else now. A lot of artists and a lot of creative people tends to try to live on the glory of the past, like Dean. Oh, you know how good this is. Yeah. F has got a very unique mindset. He's always so forward looking. I've done it. I've learned a lot. How can I be even better next time? And he and I have a lot of great conversations. So what I want to do is this. I want F to kind of share his experience with you guys. At the same time, you guys have to have this attitude. If I'm pulling F up because I don't say good things about most people. I mentioned this in a document. If you cannot handle criticism, please drop out right now. The only way that you can be world-class is that you take it in the chin and work on it. Don't try to justify good or bad. Allow an expert to give you mentorship and coaching. So, yeah. Well, Sarah was asking me, who's this F guy? Is he really that good? I said, F is basically me in creative and design. I'm on the sales and business and strategy side. F has exactly that. So Denise is actually the coordinator and Ori is the business sponsor. So making sure that everybody's participating and fully aligned. There's four sessions. This is the first session, and then every week after that on Thursdays, I believe 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is 7 a.m. F's time, guys. So let's respect it to be on time. Please join all the time. 3-hour sessions. Please come prepared. Any questions for me? All right. Sometimes I criticize your guys' work and I get frustrated. Why is it like this and like that? Because it's design, I can criticize it, but I don't know how to make it better. I hope through this in the future, when you hear my comments, you know exactly what direction. And F, of course, is still a part of the overall family. So we've been working with me 27 years, and that's not about to change. All right, guys, over to you, F.
Thank you, Carl. Brilliant as ever. You guys are very lucky to have him as your leader.
F is getting paid to say that.
Am I? I don't think so, man. But yeah, thank you, Carl. Team, finally we meet. Fantastic to see you all, although just in small little strips on the screen. Can you quickly introduce yourself so like I know a little bit more about you, like what kind of role you have in the corporation and what you do? Maybe starting with Indonesia, Denise.
I'm from the KL team. Maybe we start with the KL
Yeah.
team first. So I'm Denise. I'm the marketing manager for Momenta. I work closely mainly with the Singapore office and also Malaysia team. I've been with Momenta for 4 years, trained as a designer, but most of my work scope is more of a hybrid marketing and design. So I currently lead a team of 5. So maybe I'll start. Shari, maybe you can go ahead first.
Hello everyone. So my name is Sharia.
Hi, Shari.
So basically I'm the right-hand person for Denise. So I'm the team lead for Momenta. And then my experience mostly on graphic design. And also now I'm venturing into web design and just starting with the coding.
Thank you.
Aiman.
Hi, F.
Hi there.
I'm Aiman. I'm the design specialist for marketing team. And currently my role is to support 50% for marketing and 50% in instruction and design. So yeah, mostly what I'm doing is on graphic design and also slide designing for now. Yeah.
Slide design meaning like PowerPoints or
More on
for
trainings.
social media? I'm sorry?
Training.
On
For
training.
training.
Okay.
Ayman is now a bit of hybrid. So 50% of our time, she supports Denise on marketing stuff and 50% on instructional design with me. Yeah.
Okay, you're still a instructional design guru.
Who's next?
Zato.
Hi everyone, I'm Izatul. The role I am currently in now is social media marketer for Momenta. I handle the social media parts for multiple brands, including LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and also sometimes I do website as well. And I've been in Momenta for almost 2 years. I think that's all. Next.
Thank you.
Hi, hello. Can you hear me? Okay, so I am Liana. So I am a marketing exec. So basically, I'm doing marketing stuff for Dennis and the team. So that's all.
Okay.
So I've just give a quick context. So my team, besides doing design and marketing for Momenta, we also help other cows businesses such as the Good Clinic, the Venture Lab. So basically, we are sort of like a mini agency for now, and we service quite a few brands at this point of time. So yeah.
Understand. Okay.
I guess next can be the ID team.
ID team. Yeah, I start. F knows me already. Yeah, he was my previous boss for a year in 2012, 2013 when I was exiled to Encanto. No, the long story. Uh, okay, yeah, maybe I introduce myself to Gabby, to Yesa, those who. Is there anyone who don't know me? I think everyone knows me. So I'm the team leader of instructional design team of Momenta Training Company. And I've been with the company since 2010, 15 years now. Actually, when I first came to the company, it was F who interviewed me first before he passed me to Carl. Yeah, trivia. And now I'm leading a team with Eric, Jessica, Ayman, Gian, Joanami, Aswin. Yeah. So I'm here because I want to keep learning, and I know even if you've been working for many years, there's still a lot of room to learn. Yeah. So looking forward. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dean. Absolutely agree with you. We are living in such a fast-paced world where everything is constantly changing. So yeah, we keep on adapting and we keep on trying to push forward some interesting ways how to interact with our audience, with the clients, with the consumers, to make sure that like they keep on buying the businesses which we represent. And that we have to do in all advanced medias which are emerging. I completely agree with you, Dean. We constantly keep on learning. How about like the Jakarta team?
Oh, maybe we let the ID team, Jessica and Gian, introduce themselves.
Okay.
Okay. The two J's.
Okay. Hi, F. Nice meeting you. Sorry, just now I was in the meeting, so yeah, missing the time. But yeah, so my name is Jessica. So I just joined Momenta since 3 years ago. But actually, since we are learning about design, I have a bit of a design background. I actually studied architecture, and I was there for 9 years. Yeah. Then now, so I joined Momenta as a program manager, doing the delivery of the programs. But starting last year, I kind of wear two hats of the program management and then business management for some of the business units of Momenta. And I think this year, there's some shift also that I do some of the instructional design as well. Yeah. So that's me.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Joanne. I'm based here in the Philippines. I actually joined Momenta during the pandemic time as a project based, and now I'm back with them. I'm working as instructional designer as well as graphic designer. Yep, so that's me.
Okay, Indonesia team.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Gaby. I'm from Momenta Indonesia as a product specialist and person in charge for the materials. So sometimes I help with design the slide decks, collaborate with Bernadette, and the participant workbook. That's it from me.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Yesa from Momenta Indonesia and I currently hold the role of marketing, handling social media post design and event flyers. That's all. Thank you.
We have one more, Deti from Indonesia, but she mentioned that she can only chat through Slack. I mean through chat. since she's not able to speak. Yep.
Okay, but what would be her position? Or what is she in charge of?
I believe she's assisting Darwin, the Indonesia CEO, with design works not just for Momenta but also presentation decks, flyers, and slides.
Okay.
I
Is it
think
me
we
now?
covered everyone. Oh yeah, Ori, sorry.
No problem. IF, hi everyone.
Hi there.
Hey, I'm in Jakarta. My name is Ori, but I'm part of Sunstone, Eagle Venture, Studio Asia, and also A Good Clinic. So I'm wearing a lot of hats. So, but what I mainly do with Carl is I do a lot of fundraising. So I speak to investors. So the purpose of this is for me to learn how I can create pitch deck that really, can communicate to the investors like, hey, without using a lot of words, I want to convey the message, basically put money in our companies. That kind of communication that I like to learn. And in terms of personal taste, I love Apple. I love a lot of Japanese products. And in terms of cars, my favorite car is Honda NSX, the first generation, and that still something that will follow me. Wherever I go and I see design, that's always my baseline. So just a little bit of me about design.
So in
That's it.
Jakarta, you cannot import all the cars, right? You're limited to the cars which are in the country.
Very, very limited. Yeah, but you can import some cars here. Yeah.
Okay,
All right. Thanks, F.
thank you.
I think we have Sarah just joining.
Yes. Hi, Jessica. Hi, F, and hello, everyone. I'm still
there.
on my way back to, I was at the embassy to get my passport done, and they don't allow to turn on the video. So I just came out while waiting for my queue. So I'll be listening in because I don't want to miss out on good things. Give me like another few minutes and then I should be able to turn on the video and yeah, share things. But if you have anything, just let me know. What is it that everyone is sharing and I can add on to that.
All right, great. Thank you.
Yep, I think we covered everyone.
Okay, so Tom is not joining and Hannah from Bandung is also not joining. Or they're missing
Yes,
in action.
missing in action.
Well, I'll send the recording to Tom. Tom is in Tokyo. Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. Well, thank you so much for that intro. So I know a little bit about what you guys do. You probably do a lot more, as is with all the companies that like there's always ad hoc stuff to do. But our main aim here is to give you some perspective on like how to reduce your workload and get to the results faster. And that's not an easy task. That is like a bit of like a rethink. In many tasks you are currently doing, you are forced to use guidelines and your brand statements and your key messages, etc., which are there to help you forge the brand. And that is something which you will have to work with as part of your rule kit. But there are ways to improve everything and to lighten your workload and achieve things with better results and faster. And also it's a bit more joyful somehow. So let me just get started on this first session here, if I can get this to work. So why those rules? It's sort of like designers, creative people are always like bugged that they have to do stuff according to the belief of others. But there are certain rule sets and they're in place for a certain reason. And most of the time they're there because they work. And that is just something we have to live with and make the best out of it. And somebody once told me that it is essential to understand the rules so we can break them. And I didn't understand it at the time myself, like, what are you talking about? And an analogy would be, for example, if you would be baking a cake. And if you bake a cake, if you ever tried that thing, it's kind of difficult. You have to stick to the rules. You have to go by the recipe. You cannot just ad hoc add this in a little bit of this and this. I tried this my way, breaking the rules. I don't need this. I'm smart enough to figure this out. And I didn't measure anything, and it came out completely horrific, absolutely terrible. And so I'm like, I almost was there, and it cannot be that difficult. And then my daughter made the same thing and followed the rules, and it came up absolutely brilliant. And that completely blew my mind. So I'm like, why is something so simple so difficult? And the key was just like, follow the bloody rules, and then you'll get it. So that is just like some very strange thing, but it's fundamentally true. So I'm throwing in through the course of those 4 weeks of sessions some of the rules, and like we'll learn how to implement them and why they are actually working and what are the benefits of following those rules. But foremost, it is important to understand that like the design you guys are delivering, you guys and you girls are delivering, is tremendously important. I can read the slide for you, but you can read it yourself. You are basically like the forefront of a tremendous machine behind you, of a lot of people putting their sweat and efforts into the work. And at the end, you are responsible to bring this to the world. And the effort you putting in there will reflect on the return. Basically, how many people are coming back knocking at your door. So it is really your responsibility to bring the team forward. Imagine a car company. They spent years developing an engine, a transmission system, whatever the design of it, and then they launch it, and the design of the marketing campaign to launch the thing has to be executed incredibly well, with deep thought, so people are buying the car. If that design fails, 3 years and a tremendous amount of money are completely wasted. So it is really crucial that you can execute your work with some strategy and with success. So that is regarding your responsibility as a designer, as a marketing/designer thinker for your team. And now we're coming to the fun part, at least for me. I'd like to see some of your work so we can figure out like where you are at. And you basically explain the context of what we are looking at, right? And I'll be having my 5 cents worth of like thought to your efforts. So who do we start with? Denise, you take the lead, like since you know the team best.
Yep, sure. We'll start with myself first. So I'll share my screen. Mm.
Can we just stop sharing?
Okay, I believe you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So to give some context, so basically this is a pitch deck. The users are actually account managers. They are basically the ones handling the sales, and they will meet clients and prospects and pitch products to the clients. So on my side, I support in terms of building materials for the account managers so that they can sell easier. So one of this specific slide that you are looking at is actually a series of, we call it product cards. So basically each training program will be represented in a single slide. However, it is quite compact with a lot of information and key details. So just to give a little bit of background, Dean previously came out with the first version of product cards. Then we got some feedback from account managers. Some say it's too much words, it's too texty. And then someone requested that I came up with something that is more simplified, maybe add some visuals. So I had a second version, and the one that you are looking at now is my third version. So one of the key challenges that I face is I have to find the balance between having all the information that the salespeople need so that it helps with their pitching. But at the same time, from a design standpoint, I need to ensure that it's not too much that it doesn't convey the key messages to the audience. So that is why I selected this material specifically for this activity. So I'll just take you through the slides in general. So all of them have a similar layout. The key differences would be what sort of category these programs are categorized as, the hours, title, and of course the content portion. So yes, this is the work that I'll be using as my activities for the next few weeks.
All right. Let me just, my first impression. I know like it is a bit of a effort to bring a lot of info into a space, etc. My first impression, it is like it's packed. And for me, the images, they are just decoration. So you have a lot of space and most of it is wasted because there's an image in there. So we don't have breathing room. If you use images, I think they would have to be directly related to it. In a lot of like business presentations, like financial presentations, you have businessmen shaking hands, patting themselves on the shoulder, looking at their time, having a compass. All of this is kind of old school. It doesn't really help. It decorates the page, but it does not help the reader to understand the slide in, let's say, 10 seconds. And you might lose the people because there is too much content on it. My criticism on this is like, it is too dense, the fonts are too small, and the key points, which you have in this slide here, building trust, engage, and win clients, that is not prominent enough. That would be like my first take on it. For me, winning designs are always simplistic. I know you have to put a little bit of info in there so like they get convinced that this is something important for them to take action. The trick is always, how much information do they need to give you a yes. And all of the headers on the top, they are kind of like there. So the key parts you have is in this lower bottom left corner. The rest is just not really important, right? Winning new clients, that is there. But I would throw out 30% of it. That would be in an appendix for them if they're interested. They have more details for it. But the key is to get them to want to read more. And here, I think it might be just a little bit too much information on it. That would be my take.
All right. Which I agree as well. Yeah.
You know, like in design work, you are not alone. You probably have like somebody on your shoulders, have like, hey, I also need this one in here, and I need that one in there, and this one needs to be in here. And then like everything gets jumbled in. It is important for you to be able to say, well, that's important. That is supporting the important part enough. The rest is appendix, right? If you want to know more, go here. So it needs to be enough for them to say, ah, interesting. I want to know more. So that is a difficult thing to do. A lot of designers, they confuse design with decoration. So putting stuff in doesn't make it better. Taking stuff out makes it clearer. So you have to be brutally honest with yourself and say, like, how do I cut 30% out of this? What do I really need? Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, F.
If I got a question, what would be a good image for that, winning the new clients? Since you
What
said
is
that
that?
was just a decoration and
That
too traditional.
That is a very good point. What would you suggest? Where do those clients hang out when they're having fun with their friends?
Or yeah.
Or I guess depends on the target audience, right? Like if they are the high net worth, you know, they might be in the cocktail party or something.
Yeah,
On a
but
yacht, maybe.
where would they have fun? What is something that would really engage them? Like, oh yeah, that's me. So like, they don't want to see them on like a, I don't know, discussion table, like shaking hand with some people. And so, well, another deal done. They deal over the phone and say, oh, let's do it. But they probably prefer to sit on their yacht in a marina and having a good time. That is kind of like, you have to think, what do they want? Right? What is their dream? Not like what we would perceive them to be. And that is a visual that will talk to them. It's not something what we think they are. Right? So you have to really think and put yourself into the shoes of the people who would be reading that material. And those images I would use. Right? I mean, like if I'm selling ice cream to an 8-year-old kid, I don't gonna be putting in like all of like the benefits of like the ice cream because the kid doesn't give a shit. The kid wants to have fun with the ice cream, has to go pa-pam, 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 and that's interesting for the kid. So then the kid will buy. So you have to figure out what is interesting for that person. And you put yourself into their mind and stuff like, and then you will get their interest. That would be my 5 cents.
Gotcha. Thanks.
So who's next?
Let me share my screen. Okay. So basically, currently, I'm developing a public program, yearly planner, for Momenta. So this is the landing page for the public program. As you can see, there's a header here, and then there's a public program information there, followed by the two, what we discuss is the two program that most people will be engaged with. And then at the same time, we are putting the download public program calendar PDF for whoever wants to download it. And then after that, then we create this one, which is sort of an interactive calendar, which are linked to an online Excel sheet where people can filter out which program they want, or just to let everyone know, this is actually targeting the private banker. So from here, they can choose whatever they want with all the key information. And then if they are interested in one of it, they can click register, which will go to the program page. So we are hoping to launch this, officially launch it for next year. So as of now, we just settled the desktop page. We are still working for the mobile version. So actually there's two, which is the first one, the interactive calendar, and then the second one, which is the program page. Maybe I can have your comment on this.
What yourself, what do you think? Where can it improve? What are you not happy with?
As a designer, of course you are proud with your work, but sometimes the problem with designer, what they see is right, doesn't mean that other people can see certain things that we unable to see. So it's best to have some constructive criticism so that we can improve ourselves.
All right. Yeah, I see this is pretty much like your Momenta style, brand is there. And that is what I think your brand guide is kind of like mandating from you. It is, I'm not familiar with your current brand guide. I don't know who created it. Maybe Dean, you involved in it. I don't know.
Not really. It's more marketing now. Yeah.
Okay.
Denise team.
All right. Yeah. So what is your team thinking about it?
May I add? Okay. So I discussed with Shahril a lot about the design direction and all. So this is a new product division for Momenta, which we will launch next year. Usually the business model is we do B2B. This one specifically will be targeting B2C, meaning there will be no selling from our account managers to the end consumer. They will have to look through the website, the landing page, and then they decide whether they want purchase or not. So I think a lot of the conflict that Shahril face is the branding is such that we have to be very premium on a top tier sort of design, look and feel. However, for a B2C buying nature, they tend to need a lot of stuff popping up, which I think contradicts with the high-end design feel. Do you get what I mean, F?
Yeah. You know, like this one here, I think it is very clean to the point, simply structured, probably enough information for them to, because it's B2C, thank you for letting me know, that I think it's clean enough. It's not super exciting, but maybe this is not what you want. You want to have like a bit of a subdued kind of like feel to it. A bit more serious, a bit more trustworthy. So I think it does work. I like the segregation here between date and time assessment, etc. That is super clear. I think it does work. I think it no further comments to that. I will not rip it apart. I don't need to. So I'd say like the visuals are a little bit, I don't know. It's hard to find good images that really work. And understand that point. So I think it does work. All right. Sorry. Good job.
Thank you.
Next, Aiman.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so this is the brochure that I designed before for Good Clinic before we rebrand it to Good Clinic. So it's a trifold layout. I arranged side by side. So this one is the cover page and this is the inside. So this brochure features their health screening packages, but we haven't printed it yet. So this is still a draft. So I'm not fully sure how effective it will be for the customers. But overall, I think the layout feels clean and professional, and it follows Good Clinic brandings as well. So yeah, would love to hear your thoughts.
Can you see the first page again? And your target customer is who? Who will be visiting the clinic?
It will be white collar professionals, expatriates. So the Good Clinic is located in KL, and smack dab in the middle of KLCC area is close to Petronas Tower. So you know, so this is my clinic. I'm running this clinic. So we want to target the upper middle, you know, expatriates, white collar professionals.
All right. Yeah. And that is what you have. You probably have some more packages, but we're not including this in this.
Yeah, this is more like our the main 3 packages that we want to push to the market. But of course, we have some other packages as well.
Your low-hanging fruits, basically. Okay. Yeah, it's. I think it's empathic and it does work. You will have to give it a try. I think it is very clean. It's got like an international flair to it.
Would it be too wordy do we spell out everything?
Um, I think because you have a price on it, people want to know, what do I get for it? Right? You cannot say like, oh, small package, we'll give you whatever is in the small package. You probably have to spell it out. Yeah, I mean, like there are other clinics that are probably offering similar package to this to, I don't know, other prices. So they probably will compare, I'm assuming. So I would give them all of like the information on like what kind of diagnostics are included in like that package.
So it's important to list out the items so that they can feel, oh, my money is worth
it's worth
this
it, right?
much. Yeah, it doesn't mean that they're going to read everything. Right?
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess like some of the people, they need to have certain screenings done and stuff. Like they have to look at the package, if it's in here, if it's in there. What do I get with a cheaper package? So it is good that you have all of the info in there.
Right.
Right. Okay. I think that does work. You probably have then QR codes and maps on it and all of that stuff to make
Yeah,
it
yeah.
more
This is still a work in
accessible.
progress.
Yeah. Okay. I think it definitely does work as a draft. I would go to the clinic. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Always welcome you, F.
Is this on the front cover? Is this Jessica dressed up as a doctor? No. Who is it? No.
So
Okay.
is it important to show the doctor and also, well, obviously the one at the bottom is like our target audience, right? The persona.
Yeah.
Okay. A young, healthy professional. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. It does work. I like it.
Good job, Ayman.
Yeah. Ayman. Well done.
Okay, so hi everyone. I'll be sharing my screen. Okay, so I'm presenting the past work I did for A Good Clinic. So before this, A Good Clinic, the name before A Good Clinic is Good Clinic. So that's why you can see there is a Good Clinic and A Good Clinic in the feed, in the Instagram feed. So since I am a social media marketer, I created the contents, the video recordings for all of the contents here, and the content mix included a few key types, which are informative videos featuring the team, which is we featured Ayman and some other team members for short clips addressing health topics or clearing up common misconceptions like this video. And for this content, we wrote on a trending topic on social media that helped us to reach more people organically. And we also do infographics focusing on themes that we highlighted on that month. So it was on Ramadan month, and we focus mostly on the superfoods for a healthier Ramadan, the benefits of drinking or not drinking coffee during Ramadan, and so on the contents. And we also include the clinic opening announcement and also the greetings to maintain the engagement and humanize the brand. So you can see here we have a festive greetings and also the opening announcement of the A Good Clinic. So the target audience for this social media are basically B2C, since A Good Clinic is targeted to T20 T20 clients. We are targeting the social media to spread awareness on the clinic and also to educate people about health, basically. Okay, all right, that's all from me. Would
Okay.
love to hear your thoughts.
Hold on. Don't run away so quickly.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Could you scroll down a little bit on your screen?
Yes, sure.
Show me all of your posts there. Okay. So you carry your branding color throughout the whole thing.
Yes.
Good. And what is the post of the construction site?
Actually, that one is during the clinic renovation, is to hint that we are opening a clinic soon. And then we are now ready to accept clients. So this is the before.
Yeah, well, okay. What I'm a bit confused about is your non-consistent choose of fonts here. You are still trying to find your visual cue in a way, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. There's like this healthy gut, this cutie, and then you try to be serious. So I think it is important that you figure out your graphical language. Your colors, you have this in, but on the opening part, you're using a serif font, then you're using a rounded font, and then you're using a super thin spaghetti font. So, and then you're having a cheat code handwritten thing in there. It is not very consistent. You probably have not developed a brand guide for your good clinic yet. I think you probably have to work on that to figure out what do I do to look professional, to look trustworthy, to speak to the client, which I'm wanting to get, that they feel that this is a clean, serious clinic that will take care of my health and of my family. So for that, you need to have consistency in there. And that you should develop your own key visuals for it, your key style for it, your framing for it. And that, I think, would be my 5 cents on your posting, on your style.
Thank you so much, F.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Should we start over, F, in that case?
Yeah, I like this construction site picture. I wouldn't even bother. This is something you guys are proud of, that you're doing something and pushing this in. But for your end customer, that looks like a construction site there. It doesn't inspire confidence or cleanliness or anything what you would associate with a clinic. So that is for your family internal album, but not for your social media posts. You don't have to be so brutally honest with the people. Sometimes you don't want to show everything, right? So, but yes, I would develop like a style guide so it is easier for the designer to follow in creating consistent work. And then you gauge the engagements, so what does work, and then you do your metrics from there. But you have to find your style that works.
Maybe I can give some input also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes back to your objective. What are you trying to achieve in your Instagram uh postings? Maybe you need to have like a unified objective. Is it about branding? Is it about selling? Yeah, if it's branding, then everything should contribute to the, you know, communicating the brand. What is your brand message? Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing because this is actually a third iteration of this clinic. So it started off as something else, used to be called Doctor Online. So it used to be just online, purely online. And then we decided to start this offline traditional clinic where people can come in. And then we started with this name, Good Clinic. And then due to regulation, we're not allowed to use the name Good Clinic anymore. Then we have to change again. Now we become a Good Clinic. So yeah, so
Yep.
would you think that we start?
I think we should start over again because
Yeah,
that doesn't communicate like consistency. If you keep
exactly.
changing, it doesn't communicate security. Yeah, I should
Just
just
start
start
over
over.
from
Yeah.
we are open.
And maybe
And then,
focus on your brand message, what you're trying to communicate. Is it cleanliness, security? Then that should reflect on your postings. Yeah, I agree with F that maybe you can have like your own internal Instagram account where you can have that for the internal people, but you can have one that is for public. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think focus on like you knew what is your speciality in there, what is your focus, what is the benefit for the client, and that is your key. And then figure out your style guide, your brand guide, how to do this for online and to be consistent, and then measure what works, push more, and experiment with it. Because like everything is a trial, what people will react to until you know what kind of people you are getting. If you're hitting the right people.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Shall we do a quick 5-minute recess?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi there, welcome back.
Hi, finally good to see you. And yep,
Hi there.
heard so many good things about you from Carl. So
Yeah, you know, like
Every-
he's always exaggerating and putting people into the cloud, you know.
but he
It's
knows
like
people best. He knows people best. That's also true.
he's a special guy. What can we say?
True, true.
So, all right, is everybody back in?
Still
Okay.
one more, but I guess we can proceed.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone's in.
Okay.
So, who is next?
It's me.
Liana?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm working. This is my EDM for Blanchard. Blanchard is one of leadership program also under Momenta, but have a lesson with Ken Blanchard. So this EDM was targeted to corporate leader and L&D professional. So the goal is to promote our upcoming workshop. So basically this one is for Q1 2026. So we focusing to promote on SL2. So for the design, I keep it clean and professional to align with Blanchard brand. So we have a clear structure, strong, I would say, strong header, and then short section explaining the program, and also the register button below the CTA. And then I also put the further start reading and to keep reader engaged after the main content. So I think this is overall for my design, EDM design.
Okay, and what is your objective?
My objective to get people sign up for my leadership program.
Yes, but I mean, like, what you want to achieve with this EDM?
Maybe to have higher open rate, because higher open rate and lower unsubscribe for the EDM. So that at least people see my EDM.
So you just want them to read it.
Yep.
And you want them to
Also sign up.
do something else?
Join our program.
To join the program. Okay.
Yep.
Basic objective is join the program. Of course,
Yep.
that implies reading it, right? This implies opening it, right? It implies not hitting the delete button.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And you advocate here clarity and confidence, right? I think if you want to convey this, your EDM has to be clearer.
Is it too much wording?
No, I think like your key message is the one on the top in that dark teal button over there. That is like lead every moment with clarity and confidence. Yeah. You know, that is, you know, it is a little bit, I feel it's a little bit decorated. You have a lot of soft edge corners in a way. It's very feminine, the design. Nothing wrong with this. It's just like what I read from it. So your main target here is going to be male or female?
Supposedly it's for the
I mean,
both.
you maybe
Both.
don't know. You maybe don't know. But what is the percentage? It's going to be 70% men, 30% women, or 50-50?
50-50.
On your database currently, the people who are signed up, are they more men or women?
Actually, I'm not sure on that because the database is what we already have before. So,
So there's
but
nothing new.
yeah, but I think
If we look at inquiries that came in, it's quite 50-50 gender-wise.
Okay. Okay. My take on this, it is a bit decorated here. You have like captions with rounded corners inside of images, round bubbles, which don't really stick out. If you're running a workshop on clarity and confidence, your EDM must be representing that clarity and confidence. So like they're impressed by this EDM and they want to be part of this. So what is lacking is clarity. It's clean because you've got a bit of white in there. I would get rid of round corners. I would put like your key message really in their face. What is it? What you want them to do? Your call for action, right? And the reason why I'm asking, so I'm like, who are you targeting? More men or more women? Then you have to take a pick, right? I'm thinking it's probably going to be more men. This is for probably Singapore. Or
Yeah.
for what country is this?
For Singapore.
For Singapore. All right. So it's going to be more guys than women, for sure. So it has to be a bit bolder. It has to be clearer. Don't waste their time on EDM. Nobody's going to read everything, I tell you. The key message has to be very clear, and the key benefits for them have to be spelled out very clear upfront. And then you can go on like the rest of the part. But you have to give them incentive to sign in. So like, what do they get? Besides like the benefits, right? So this has to be spelled out for the Kiasu mindset of Singaporeans. They're always out for themselves, especially in the business sector. And if the guys, even more. So you have to consider this, right? You have to know your audience and you have to speak their language. And if you're selling a clarity and confidence session workshop, it has to be representing this in your design work. So I would rework this. All right.
So F, what would be a good message on top immediately when they first open this email? Instead of lead every moment with clarity and confidence. This is all about how to win your team, right? Because you're a leader. Basically, you want to be heard and you want to create unity with your team so that the whole team can move together.
You just spelled it out. You have all like the keywords is what you just said, right? So you have to remassage them, maybe throw them into ChatGPT if you don't find the right words for it. And then you discuss with your team, what is the best wording which will address the mindset of those people which you're trying to engage. But it has to be clear. And then they're going to be reading the rest of the content. Otherwise, if it's a little bit confusing for them and you're trying to sell them like clarity, they'll delete it for sure. So sometimes you have to think out of the box, not in your own mind. So like, what are they looking for? How do I convince them? What language are they speaking? Emotional language. What are they speaking, right? And those words you're using to address them. And this is what will engage them. Yeah. And in a Singapore mindset, you have to understand this is always like, what do I get? What's in there for me? Right? Yeah. Beside signing up for this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
How does it make me better than the others? Right? So that is important.
Yeah.
And then you can,
at the end of the day, you want to be promoted, right? That's the key.
Absolutely, Boomba. That is one part is have like one of like the keywords you fast track to promotion. Gain clarity, gain confidence. Sign up now, 50% off. Boomba. Introduce 2 colleagues. I don't know, something like this, but it is marketing. But for the design part is clarity is important. Contents, yes, but later if they're interested, right?
And the call to action, should it be on top as well, immediately or later?
Depends how good your copy is, right? If your copy is fantastic and they keep on reading through it, then you can put it at the end. But if you really want to engage them, you have to be putting all of like the key information on the top. It's kind of like almost like you want to know more, you go down.
Yeah, this is B2C, right? I think need to put yourself in the shoes of people who might be interested. Usually it's the dates, if they're available or not. That what matters the most. Yeah. And and if they didn't see the date on top and they looking at their phone, they won't scroll down.
Yeah.
I think you should
Almost,
be.
you know, like if there is like a register now, this is obviously what you want them to do, is if they're undecided, then you can almost put like, send me a calendar invite. Then you will have to, it's almost like registering, right? You get like the email address and you send them the calendar and you can hunt them down from there. But they believe they haven't registered yet, right? Because they haven't spent the money yet, but they still want to know more. So there's different ways how you can engage them. So you can at least get their contacts and then you can hunt them. But I would rework this in terms of clarity. Do you need that many visuals for it? It's a workshop, right? So I think important is like for them to know what's in there for them. What are they gaining? What's the outcome? How will they be improving out of this? And out of the improvements, what is in the next step in their career? Why they're doing it, right? So this is important. You figure this out, you put this in, clean it up, throw away half of the images in a way like, and images, if they're not doing anything but decoration, throw them away. So I think like rework this and like take the info and like implement it. You always have to think in terms of like, what do they want? It's never about what the company wants. Most of the companies make the biggest mistake. They keep on telling them all about the great company. They don't even bother about asking themselves like, what do you want? What you're interested in? How can we help you? Right? It's always like, we have this, we give you this, we give you this, and stuff. Like people say, I don't care, and walk away. Except Apple. Apple, they don't have to do anything anymore. They just produce a toaster and sell them to people, and people still line up and buy the stuff if they would do that. So, but it is a complete unique case in the world. Everybody else has to figure out, what does the client want? How do I get them to listen to me?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, additional. Sometimes people come in because of the trainer, like they're interested with the trainer. Yeah, I don't know
They're
if it's
interested.
applicable for this case.
Okay.
Previously, I used Derek Face here.
And how was the impact? Do people come?
They come for a trainer. It's like a rock star, right?
Yes, the rock star.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Who's next?
Shall we go to Indonesian team?
Sure.
Maybe Gabby?
Okay. Okay. Sorry. This one. Mm.
Okay, Gabby, never mind about those blocks. Just tell us what this work is about.
You're
Yeah.
muted. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Like I mentioned before, I'm in charge for the materials. Help with design the participant workbooks for the custom program, include for the create the at a glance. What is at a glance? It is a quick overview of the training content. Sometimes our client requests pre-reading materials, so like this program doing to done, we need to create the at a glance. So this is the one I made. I create the cover inner of this page like this. I follow for the content, I follow the outline from the program and I adjust the font and the color to make the program design. And for the icon, sometimes these icons are provided by our partners. And I made this PDF for interactive PDF so the participant can fill through this PDF file. This is what I designed.
Okay. And I'm not very sure about like what this is exactly. That is some kind of like a participation form of sort.
Yeah, this is for the participant pre-reading before the training day, before they start the training. Yeah.
So it's supposed to be a little bit more fun and like so people actually do follow through those couple of pages and fill them out.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is why it is a little bit more funky in the design. So like people treat it more as like an entertainment and fill out the information for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is for a form for you to get information about the people attending.
Yeah, this is the one of our program doing to dance. So this is telling for the productive, how people can productive for oh sorry, they can productive for everything what task they have. So this is the one of the program.
Okay. So and one question here, how old are those people attending this program?
Sometimes sometimes the banker, our client from bank, or
You know, like I actually think that is kind of like strangely interesting, and that is something which the people getting because they're already attending the program. They already signed up, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just for you guys to gather more information. Okay, so I don't know what this program is about, but I guess like it's a little bit funkier than the other ones, and you try to break into their brains of like, just do this. It's kind of, it breaks the routine. And I think it can work. It's strangely weird, but it is kind of interesting. So I don't know. I think it's a really interesting experiment. Did you guys do this before? Or is it the
Yeah.
first time you're doing this?
For this at a glance, this is our first time to meet because like the other Malaysia said, we have a Blanchard partner. They already have at a glance, so we don't need to create at a glance for the program from Blanchard. But for this SM Coffee doing to done, we need to create one because the partner don't have the at a glance
Right.
on this
Okay.
slide. Yeah, on this slide and the participant workbook.
Okay. I think it's an interesting experiment. I don't really know if this works or not, but I guess like it can definitely. I think it works obviously on mobile. So do you need to get the data from them and they have to enter it in? Is better this than boring white screen with text in there. So I say I go for it. I've got no comments on this one, except I think the font is a little bit small if this is on mobile. But you need to cram this in, maybe. Have you test run this on a mobile to see if this works?
Not yet.
Yeah, I think next step, run this on a mobile
Yeah.
to see if the text is too small or not, because like it might be a bit small. Because it's on a tablet, I think it can work. On a phone, you probably have to work on like your fonts. But I think interesting experiment. Let's see how this works. Let me know. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I think
Thank you.
it's strangely wild project. I think this is definitely a fun project. It looks engaging. Again, work on like the clarity of the text so people can actually read it. So that I think like very interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
may I ask a question?
Thank you. Yeah.
Gabby, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting design style. Is it from the training provider, the what do you call this? The doing to done?
Doing to done. Yeah.
Is it from them the designs or you did it from scratch?
Scratch, but the icon provide from the partner.
The graphics are
The
from the partner.
yeah,
Ah,
like this.
so you're reusing the theme from the actual training.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Okay. Then it's aligned then to the training, the design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a font size. If they do it on mobile, yeah, need to be mindful about. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dean.
All right. Who else do we have from Jakarta?
Okay, so the context of this design is our value our visions, and our mission, which will be printed and displayed in our office. So the overall composition looks professional and aligned with the company's branding. The design works well because it effectively communicates the campaign's core and message while maintaining a professional, inspiring look the office environment. So that's all. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, Jessa. What exactly is this? Is this like a card, or what is this?
Maybe it's like our value. So will be printed and it's like flyer.
Okay. And what is your objective here? Why are you doing this?
This which will be printed and displayed in our office.
Oh, you're going to be used internally in your office
Yes.
to put it on like some table or something.
Is it like a poster on the wall?
Yes.
Yeah, usually the values are posted on the wall.
Okay. Mm. So it's kind of like an inspirational poster. And you have placed the red dot onto a black background for what reason? Or no reason? Just to make it more interesting, or what was your thinking behind that? Hello.
I think
Yes, sir.
she's disconnected.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
it froze.
Screen frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Can you hear us? Okay, it's either she's not moving or she's moving. Okay.
Oh,
that's fine.
okay. Hi, Yesa, can you hear us? Oh no.
I will call her first.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall we move to the next person?
Yeah, please, let's go.
Okay. Bernadette, maybe you can. So Bernadette is in class. She's going to share her screen. I will help her read her chat. Okay. So maybe we all can take some time to read the chat on her explanation. She's not able to speak. She's in class right now.
All right. Hmm. Yeah, can you scroll down a little bit? You know, like it looks exactly what I think it is trying to do. It feels a little bit like a template, the whole thing. So it does not really stand out, in my opinion, but this is maybe what you want to achieve. Mhm. You know, it is all clean, all it is, but I think it is just it has this cookie cutter template look, which is, I think it is a weird new standards which people do and want. And it's kind of portrays seriousness, and it's clean. It's not super exciting, honestly, but maybe this is not what you want. It's not very memorable, at least to me, it is not. So it's, I would say, like, okay, that is what it is, and like maybe this is what it was expected from you. But in my eyes, for wealth managing company,
It's not F. If that's what you got from this about wealth management, is not. This is an
it's a coaching
AI.
company.
It's an AI app to coach people, basically.
Oh, I see. Okay,
So,
thank you for the clarification.
yeah, so the actual product is gonna be an app for people to be coached by an AI agent. So you'll be doing something like this, basically, you know, what we are doing right now. But you be an AI person. you be
Okay,
an
you'll be an
AI.
agent, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are an AI agent. And you like right now you're training us how to do the design, right? But this WeLearn is basically an AI agent to train people to do sales. See that? You see that?
Yeah. Now this
Is the market like generic? Because the website, the materials, it looks like it's talking to the financial industry, wealth management industry.
Yeah. So it is, this is a B2C product, I'm assuming, right?
And not initially, it's gonna be B2B. So it's gonna be sold through Momenta would be one of the clients, you know, and then Momenta will resell to their clients.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a training tool, basically.
It's a training tool, yeah.
Yeah, it's an AI training tool.
Okay, and that is just a presentation deck, basically, on like what like your key benefits are. Basically, it's like what you would be
Correct.
your training.
And
I see.
And currently it's still in the very beginning phase, meaning the only people that will be looking at this will be mostly investors.
Okay.
Are you trying to show that you are only focusing on the wealth management space or on a broad range of industries? Because if you're an investor,
It's gonna be sold through Momenta, for example, right? And then Momenta Singapore has mostly bankers.
Right.
So yeah, that's why it has a lot of those wealth manager wording in there.
so are we
let me
going
take
to
this.
keep them or are we going to change them?
Well, I think like this is just like your key deck for the bankers to sign in for this training program. right?
Just a sec. Let me just add on to it. So this is not a training program. So basically what happens is Momenta trains the wealth managers and the private bankers. And now they go back to their jobs, into their daily lifestyle, and there's no practice. So this is an AI application wherein you can apply, rehearse, role play with the AI agent, the chatbot, and keep practicing on day in, day out. And it will also record your progress and let you know how you are improving. So if you are going to a client and you're not sure what to talk about, you can directly do a role play with this AI agent. So the idea is to make it more engaging even after the training is finished for wealth managers and the private bankers. So yes, the clients are the banks who already have their people being trained. And now they will be continuing those activities of application through this particular will learn.
Okay, so that is just like an introduction for your AI.
It's like
Okay.
an upsell to our current
Right.
products. Yeah.
Yeah. What that is like, I think like it speaks for itself. It's like there is a general confusion about it. Thank you for clarifying this. So it would have helped if the starting point would have been, I'm assuming it's going to be on mobile, that this shows the product on a mobile, sort of like, and your progress and your things. And I have like, you know what it is. So right now I have no idea what it was. So that, thank you for the clarification. So I think it needs precisely this. It needs to have like some screens, some mobiles in there on contents, what you are getting, your options, and then you can throw like the rest of it in if they want to know more. But yeah.
Yeah, it should be pretty much in your face, right? The mobile image of the AI agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I would suggest one more.
Go ahead.
I think maybe the beginning, the top pages, maybe showing the whole process of the training. Like you're gonna go for a training, this and that, and where does this will learn fit in that process? Maybe that will make it more clear.
Or maybe like you can say you've done your workshop. Now you're back in real world. Now what? Something like that.
I think it's covered. Denise, can you take like the first 5 slides, because they actually highlight on that part how to use the habits. No apply, no understand, apply. So it focuses on the application part. Denise, can you pull on the slides once again?
Bernadette is the one
I
controlling
see.
this. Right?
Okay, okay. Bernadette, can you show the pitch deck slides once again? So basically, this product is still under development. It's in very early stage, the company. And right now, the slide deck is made to raise some capital, people to invest in, so that we can continue making the product. So here, why we'll learn. Sorry. Can you go a little slower? Go to the second slide and then the third one, please. Yeah. Here. So basically, it tells that the application and the habit part, this is where it will be focusing on.
Yeah, I think this one.
And then if you go back, it shows you the just one slide back. Yes, the AI role play. Sorry. Slide number 7, please. Bernadette, slide number 7, please. So this particular deck was presented to the investors so that they know. And if they want to invest in the initial stage while the product is still under development, it will be good to get into this, because this is something that most banks, and we already have those B2B customers who are looking for such kind of solutions to keep those trainings engaged even after it's over, to see how people are engaging and using it and utilizing it. And then the AI gives them a report of how many people are using and how they are improving in their communication or the way they are interacting with the clients. So yeah, it does show, but yeah, I think the website should also give something related to AI role play and maybe a mobile app, something kind of thing. So I agree with that.
Yeah. And sometimes like a short movie clip. it tells the story and make people understand it faster. So, okay, there was a pitch deck and the website for it, but the app is still missing. But that would be actually like the key part.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. So that's anyways, you said initial stages here, right?
Yep, very initial stage. So right now in the app and everything, it's very initial stage of development. It's just the concept 3 months back, which is we are trying to turn that idea into now in a what do you say, conceptualize it and then see the product market fit as
All right, looks interesting. So I'll not comment on this one as it is initial stages, but it looks promising. It looks very clean. So you will probably have to have a lot of craziness in there on like the mobile version. When you want to roll this out?
I think one of the slide answers it, but I don't remember it. Somewhere, I think March or April, they want to come out with the trial.
Yeah,
For testing.
The very raw product will be out end of this November, supposedly. See what happens. Yeah. The very raw one. Not
Very raw one, yeah. The
not
testing,
like
I think
this yet.
March, yeah.
Not like this yet. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernadette.
Am I last? Okay.
No,
Yes.
I'm still there.
Oh yeah. All right, go
We
ahead.
still have
Go ahead.
Jessica and
Oh,
Gian.
yeah, okay.
Yes.
I'm the last one, I guess, for Indonesia, right? So let me just quickly share my screen. So similar to what you just saw, for me, it's pretty much about investment. So I'm
Yeah.
currently pitching.
Pitch deck. Okay.
It's a pitch deck. Currently, I'm pitching. So I'm in charge of a good clinic now. It used to be Good Clinic, and we're trying to convey this for investor to understand what we are trying to tackle. So Carl told me to use something that's very, very clear about the problems and opportunities. So we're focusing on the top 5 lifestyle diseases in Malaysia, which are diabetes, obesity, and then 3 related items, which we call it under cardiac. And then the opportunities are basically the DOC. So that's our product, DOC, our opportunities. Is this clear enough for people to really understand what we are trying to do at Good Clinic? So yeah, we are still a regular GP clinic as well, but this will be our main products that we want to, when people come in, we're going to try to upsell, basically.
Okay. I think if it's a pitch deck, probably a graph would work better than like your 5 icons there with tiny numbers.
Graph. Okay.
Yeah, a bar chart in a way, like because there you can see, because like it's a lot. Diabetes like 18%, right? Obesity 54 is a lot. So those numbers are like a pie chart where you can see like versus population that this is a really incredible market. Incredible opportunity in a way. Like you've got those amazing numbers, 18%, 54%, right? 21%, 33%, but they're so small. They're so small. And those are your biggest interest points, really.
I see.
That is what that
So
would be my 5 cents on it.
Okay, I got what you're saying. So by having a pie chart, that will really signify the numbers.
Yeah, well, if you can have one chart which combines all of them as per
Yeah.
population total, then you don't need to have 5 pie charts in there, or like that would be crazy. If you figure out like a way how to represent this graphically versus total number, what kind of like market there is for those problems and those solutions, then I think it becomes visually easier to understand.
Mhm. Okay. Got it. This is our approach. This is from Carl. I myself don't have medical background, but if I were an investor, does this make sense? Would this be attractive enough for them?
What is the key message you're trying to convey with this slide?
This is our approach. We use this tri-discipline. So we have medical science, nutritional science, and behavioral science in our approach.
And
so basically we have doctor, dietitian, and also a therapist that will tackle this diabetes, obesity, and cardiac issues.
Mhm. And your expected outcome is to increase longevity by X amount of years.
Correct.
Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, it's the pyramid in there. It's kind of weird. It doesn't really work. It's a bit confusing as well.
Yeah, well, I myself still confused. That's why I'm asking you what would be a better way to convey the message. Instead of using a triangle, what would you use?
Yeah. I think for this slide to be interesting, because I don't see a solution here. There are 3 approaches you have to increase longevity, but there has no real. The intent is there, but the results I don't see. So it's like increase longevity by 8 years through medical science, behavioral science, and nutritional sciences. And so, okay, those are your tools, and that is what you want to achieve. Then the slide becomes very clear. Now you have to figure out how many years you want to increase the lifespan there. But I would have to have like a problem solution in the approach, where it becomes very clear the rationale why you have those 3 disciplines in here.
All right.
Ori, I see slide 6 highlights something on longevity journey. Maybe we can just take a look over there and see if they complement each other.
Yeah, well, basically earlier we started with problems, right? Opportunities. And then so how are we gonna tackle those problems, right? What kind of formula? So this is our formula, right? And then we came up with the program for products, our minimum viable products, which is DOC, we call it DOC, right? First one is diabetic reversal. And then for O is metabolic weight reset. And then for C is cardiac longevity. So these are the main products that we're going to sell. And then after this is an example of a program from day 1 to day 100. So is it easy to follow? Is it understandable for an investor. So imagine I'm approaching you as an investor. Would you put your money into this? Do you have enough understanding about the business that I'm trying to build?
Those 9 components, are they the integral part of your strategy here, or would 5 also work? Is there an option for 5, or is this always those 9 components? What I'm saying is that, like, is it
These from 1 to
yeah. Is this a journey to go through?
Yeah, it's a journey. Yeah, for if you take our program, if you are a client, you will go through each one of these steps.
Okay, so it's a journey already.
It's a journey. You know, you come in, you sign up for the program, you purchase our program. You know, you want to do the 100 days. This is it.
Okay, and then it's cyclical. You can do this again and again.
Again, yeah, again and again.
Okay, so you're reselling basically the same program again.
Correct.
Okay.
Because maybe I didn't show you the mission and vision, right? So we believe that everyone deserves a healthcare partner, but a lot of people don't have that right now. They just go see a doctor when something happens. Just like when you go to the gym, right? You need someone that can guide you, so that you can achieve your goal. At the same, so it's the same thing for your health. You want to achieve this goal, but you need a partner. So this is what we believe with what we are trying to do here with A Good Clinic. And that's our vision for Southeast Asia. We're hoping that we can touch 30,000 people at least by 2030, 5 years from now, with this business. People who can take control of their health, and then they can reverse all kinds of lifestyle diseases that they're experiencing. And then for Malaysia, it happens to be this top 5, diseases. So that's why we see opportunities.
All right.
So we just keep, from very broad concept, we just keep narrowing down to a product, basically. Right? These are the products. This is an example of the program, of the product. How are you going to go through this product? So yeah.
Ori, can I ask? Just
Of
curious.
Of course.
So the DOC, right? Sorry, can you go up? Slide 5. Yeah, so can people choose, like, according to their needs, I just, let's say they are dealing with weight issues, right? But they don't have diabetic. So out of the 100 journey, they only need certain portion, let's say. Can they do that, or like customize, or
These
cannot?
are 3 separate programs.
Okay.
So these are our main products. There are 3 products. Yeah. D, O, and C. So if you know for sure that you have diabetes issue, then yeah, this you purchase for this one. But it could be like combination of both. So for that, we can sell you a discounted, if
So
you-
like the slide 6 is like the minimum is 100 days journey lah. Like the patient cannot, like that's the minimum basic package that you can.
Correct.
I see.
Correct.
Just curious.
So basically, it is like a lifestyle coaching package with doctors involved, dietitians involved, etc. inside.
Correct.
the package. And this
Like
is
a
somehow
PT, yeah.
customizable, right? So people with diabetes type 2 obviously have probably a weight issue, so you can put in some Lego blocks from that into this session.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
It's we call it the personalized, program, because each person is different, but it's gonna be along this main line.
Yeah. All right. So you've got like the D, the O, and the C as one program, but then again, you can use D with part of the O components.
Correct.
I guess. Okay. Yeah. Like the interesting part is since we don't know about it, we have our questions about it because it is not clear. So, and maybe you have enough insight now that like to make it a little bit clearer for the investors, because they're equally in the position as we are. They don't get what you want to do.
Yeah. I should, or maybe I should be more detailed here, because it's sort of like they're all sort of like combined together. You thought it'd be like 3 products.
Mhm.
So, and can I show you in terms of business model? This is the part where I'm trying to explain to the investor how we're gonna make money, how we're gonna build traffic, and then how we're gonna convert people to upsell people for them to purchase our DOC packages, right? So we'll have a partner called Health Online. They're gonna send us their clients to us for pre-insurance health screening. So they're gonna come in to us for free. Health Online is also owned by Carl. Basically, this will be our partner that will send us clients for free to do this. And we get paid to do this. But at the same time, there will be an opportunity for us because we have people coming to our door, right? Then we want to try to upsell them. We will subtly tell them, hey, seems like your blood sugar is high. Perhaps you want to, look into this program, for example. So this is one. And then number 2, we're going to have someone like me will go out and knock on the doors, at the companies in KL and tell them, hey, we have this program. You can join us for your senior executives, for example. And then the third funnel is, of course, the digital marketing. We're going to have that too. Remember, you saw the Instagram earlier.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, from these 3 revenue lines, we can convert them into our main products that we want to sell. So that's how I'm going to explain to the investors. Is this clear enough for you to understand the model, how we're going to make money?
Yeah. I think it does basically the trick. I would always put numbers in there. How many people we're talking about? From like all of the insurances companies through Health Online, what is your pool of people, what you have access to? For corporations in that, what is basically your pool of customers? Because as a person who doesn't know those businesses, they will not know how many people you're talking about.
I see. I used to have those, and then people told me to clean it up. it's too
take out the
busy.
numbers for your pitch deck. That's gonna be a tough one, huh? For a pitch deck, I think like ideas are great, but numbers are even better.
Yeah. Okay.
So, here, for sake of clarity, if it needs to be blue or like the steel color, make it so. Otherwise, keep it simple. Otherwise, it becomes too too cute. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? You mean don't use the same color?
No, what I'm saying is that like restrict yourself to your teal with your corporate ID color,
Mm-hmm.
and then one highlight color, which you're using, the red is great, the rest is black. But don't overuse your teal color. Otherwise, it becomes a bit overbearing. You mean in this slide, your pre-insurance consultation, all of like these blocks over there, they are also teal color. It becomes a little bit too cute. Well, you know what I mean. You've got rounded corners, you've got teal color everywhere. It becomes a little bit fancy. I would, if you need it for a highlight, use it. If you don't need it for a highlight, don't use it.
What would you put? What would you do differently here?
I would restrict the colors to your teal and then to your red highlight and to a black and to a gray. So those boxes, I would put them in gray.
These boxes?
So like those 4 top boxes there.
Oh,
Your
4 top boxes.
Pre-insurance and no, not your title.
Yeah. So
those,
you're saying these colors?
Those boxes, yeah. Yeah, you just make them gray because like, yes, they're important, but the important part down there is the graphic that you're going to be funneling this in. Anything what is supporting, I would put this into the background with a mid-gray tone. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. So it doesn't take attention away from like the teal. I would only use if it's really relevant for your graphic here. And because you're repeating like your DOC consultation or this one there, I would make this into gray. Same for like the other slides. If you're overusing your teal, it doesn't become important anymore, right?
Okay, I see what you're saying. It's too overbearing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we don't know which one is important anymore, right?
Exactly.
Everything looks the same now.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. You know, as with everything in design, there is one key message in there, and that has to be understood very clearly. The rest is just supporting that key message.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They don't have to be fighting against each other.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think basically these are the main items that I like to check with you.
Mm. Yeah, I would take the cutiness. I would tone it down a little bit.
So not using the rounded.
Yeah, no rounded corner. Only use boxes where you need to have a box in there. But here, I mean, over here I've got 3, so it makes sense that you have a box. But get rid of the cutiness.
Okay.
Because health is something serious, and it's a B2B, or it's a pitch deck, so it has to be a little bit harder. You're not selling like baby diapers.
I see.
Yeah, when it becomes like too cutie, then it becomes like a little bit.
I didn't
takes
know
the
that rounded
seriousness out
edges
of
are
it.
cute. So
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Thank you so much, F. I'll
Okay.
is it okay if is it okay if I send you once I make the amendment? If it's okay, is it okay if I send it to you just to get your comments later on?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I have a small comment on the logo. Is the A too close to the G? Like it becomes like almost like one word, a good clinic.
It is. That's our name now. Our name is A Good Clinic because of the Ministry of Health regulation. We're not allowed to call ourselves Good Clinic.
Good clinic. Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
this is why it took us quite some time because of the regulation. So we
Okay.
had to go
So
back
it's
and forth.
intentionally very close to G. Okay.
It is. We are not Good
Mm.
Clinic anymore. We are A Good
Okay.
Clinic.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
not
Right.
allowed to say good as a name in Malaysia by the
Hey,
Ministry of
don't
Health.
we know this with those crazy Malaysian restrictions on wording anything?
Yeah.
And you
All
probably
right.
also
I guess
can't
I'm the last
call it
Indonesian
a
here.
superlative one, like super clinic also cannot do.
Super.
Cannot. Super cannot use.
Not allowed. So you cannot. Nope. Not allowed to use best. Something that suggestive, like So they just changed the rule last year, because not far from us, there's a place called the Premier Clinic. I challenged the government. Hey, there's a Premier Health. Oh, had you applied this like last year, we would have allowed you.
Change
There
of
you
policies. Okay,
Yeah.
Gian and Jessica.
Okay, so maybe I share first, just quickly. Okay. Okay, so this is a brochure for one of our programs that we are contextualizing to the believers, to the Christians in the financial industry. And previously, our slide is using all the momenta, right? Like all red and, with our template. But because the target audience for this one is more private bankers, like, more atas, like all the high net worth, all that. So Carl wanna make it more atas feel, so this one is a collaboration. I work with Shahrir as well on this. So, we start with this image, and then, there's some brief introduction of what the program is. And I think this brochure is a lot of info. So less picture, I guess, but more wordings, and because a lot of syllabus as well, basically. So this is how it looks. This is the breakdown of the 3 programs that we have. And basically just the agenda of some of the topics that will be covered per day. And this is like the summary on top. And at the last is like the page where it's also showing another info of the certification that links to the program. Yeah, so this brochures, right? It's we send it to get participants, basically, right? And to pitch it, because this is kind of the pilot run. And on top of this brochure, we have this syllabus as well that break down even more details, where it shows the program overview, basically. So there's a e-learning component, which is the 3 weeks, and then we break it here, and then the 3 days workshop, which we break it here, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd December. Then the jog session. Yeah, so basically this brochure is really just packed with informations. It does have a lot of wordings, but we try to like make it softer with the softer tone of colors instead of red, like the usual Momenta kind of branding. Yeah, so what do you think, F?
This is a bit of a monster job what you have there, because like you require the info.
Yes, and this is about the funding, all that, so it's all required info.
And if you want to start spreading this over 2 pages, then it becomes just too much of a monster, and nobody wants to read it. Yeah, it's in those cases. I think this one works. It is, I think, nicely atas. Now I like people see this as like classy. If you need all of the info in there, then you have to put this in. This is unfortunate, but I guess your target audience also expects this kind of information in there.
Yeah.
So I think there is no choice, but you have to do it this way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Any input maybe that you can add on, or yeah, anything?
You know, in this complexity you're dealing with, I think like you managed to make this look clean and readable, which is already kind of an achievement. So I would not do much on this. This is like I think that's good. Because it's like you need it in there, and it looks super professional, the whole thing. Like, yeah, how you split this into your timelines and deliverables down there, I think it's just very clean.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, I think that's it then. Where is it? I lost my exit button. Oh, here. Okay. Yeah. Joanna me?
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yep, so I'm sharing with you the current presentation that I'm working on. This is for the WMAI training course. This is a face-to-face training. So in terms of design, I just make it simple because this is an in-person class and I believe this is a 40 participants. So my goal is just to make it simple and clear so that they can focus more on the training compared to putting a lot of objects on the actual presentation. So I'm actually using the template that they have in terms of the color and the template design. So this is what I have. Since I'm still working on this slide, my goal is really to improve in terms of design. That's why this is the one that I presented in this training. Pretty much all of the slides are the same in terms of the approach. So, yep, that's it.
And Jian, keep going further so that we can. From the lunch break, just click next. We see how the overall design language is.
I think F should know the audience.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Who are you presenting to?
So these are for in-person classes, and the audience is private bankers who are already 3 to 5 years experienced, and they want a certification, and they have come for this in-person class, which is a 3 months program with 6 days of class. And this is the first class that they'll be attending, which is more technical. But instead of getting into technical, we are doing it more role-based oriented and more on the practical skills. So yeah, they will be learning more about how to communicate with the client about structured products or the technical products in an easier way. That's the whole idea about it.
And how old are they?
Usually 25 to 30, like 3 to 5 years of experience in the industry. 5 plus years of experience in private banking or affluent banking industry.
Yeah, you know, to me, Joanne, that it comes across a little bit too juvenile, a little bit too young. I understand that you want to make this subject a little bit lighter to go through, but I think you are kind of like treating them as children a bit. I would go a little bit harder on most of this. For example, on this slide, you don't need that corporate yellow gold color in there. There's all decoration. Take decorations away. If you're having on other slides, you're having images which are just there to make the subject a little bit lighter. You can just use a big color block. You don't need to put images in there, okay?
Okay.
Use images when they're relevant, yeah? The banker holding like the light bulb, it's very cute if you're talking to, I don't know, maybe a 12-year-old. That will work, but I would not treat a junior banker, which comes there and puts time into it to learn, to make him look like attending something that is not age appropriate for him. You know, I wouldn't make it too cute. Yeah, that is also here. All of your templates are very hard, which is good. You've got like your chevrons in there, which is great. But then you're coming again with round boxes. Don't decorate, just make them hard boxes. Keep it all simple. Yeah. Whenever you need an image that relates the key message to the to that slide, use it if you have to, right? If you really have to. If you want to take a break after maybe like 5-6 slides and you need to throw in an image to wake those people up, use it, but it has to be appropriate. Yeah.
Okay.
It can be fun, but it has to be appropriate, right? So that is like what would be my comment on it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the feedback.
Okay, thank you.
Dean, you want to go now?
Who else hasn't? Sarab, maybe you go first. Sorry.
After you.
No, after you. After you. You go first.
All right.
I'm the least priority.
Come on, you are the most priority. Without you, nothing exists here. Yeah. So before I start, just to give you a background, just like we have Momenta Momenta in Singapore, we have Momenta in India. And in India, we are trying to now launch Wealth Management Academy because there is no structured program for private bankers or wealth managers. And there's a lot of skill shortage. Now, this slide deck is basically to raise investment. That's the whole sole objective of it. During the course of these slides, they will basically cover like what is the opportunity, what is the market, what is our solution, how exactly do we fit, how it is different. Yeah, and then we move on from that, okay, in terms of numbers. Just do it. So this basically says what is the market opportunity in terms of the gap. There's a growing high net worth base. There's an industry momentum, and there's an expanding private banking market. And with this, there's a rising private banker demand. There's a skills gap, and there's no structured learning in the market. So our solution is industry first certification-based program designed for India, structured career path to mastery in wealth management, and globally benchmarked learning, which is aligned with IBF, practically skill-based training. So basically it sums up quite a lot into one on the opportunity as well as what is the solution kind of thing. That's one. Wealth Management Academy, how it came into picture. So it's born out of bold vision to elevate wealth management in India, founded by industry leaders. So here we highlight about Momenta and our unfair advantage that we already have 20 plus years of experience, and we already have private banks as clients, which need this 360 degree of structured learning or certification training to find more equipped people in the industry. Okay. And at the same time, we are also partnering with academic institutions like we have SMU and US in Singapore. IIM Mumbai or IIM Calcutta in India. So that adds up to the last part of academic credibility and hands-on learning. In terms of the program, so we have two programs. One is Certified Wealth Manager. So basically it has 8 modules. It's a hybrid program with some online learning and some in-person learning. Total 100 hours, 56 hours in classroom, 44 hours online. Pricing, instructional design, cohort size 40 to 50. Bankers with 2+ years of experience moving from retail banking to affluent banking. So this basically sums up the approach, the profile, and the program structure. This is one program. And then the second program is which Jian was showing you, one of the module, which is in-person class. This is our second one in terms of certified private banker. In terms of the value proposition, so we have some domestic certifications which are very low cost and they do limited employer differentiation, very generalist kind of thing in the market. Then we have global certifications like CFA, CAIA, and IBF, which are high prestige, high cost, specialist focused, but they have weaker alignment to day one client facing roles. And WMAI comes into picture, which is more application focused. It is optimally priced with 30% of global certifications cost. And at the same time, it also ensures recurring revenue growth kind of thing. So I tried to make this slide very recently, just in 30 minutes back. The actual slide looked very different and it is still in making. But yeah, it's good to see your comments on this to improve it. I just keep on going. This is the WMAI winning team or people behind backing it. So it's all Momenta India, Momenta Singapore, the staff, as well as our partners, which are like the Avenders and Centrum Wealth. So these are the people who wanted us to create this program for their own company and the people who are working with them to train them and upskill them. And they are also the investors. So Anirban and one more person, Umang, they are also the investors to help us create this program. Okay. In terms of the benefit for institutions, banks and wealth firms, so it's a workforce transformation for them. It's a performance uplift. It's customized talent academies for them. While for individuals, it's more of job readiness, career elevation, and credibility and recognition. Then I'm still making few more slides, which is more on the financials. I'm still putting my head around how to put numbers in a more better way, and as well as investment opportunity on how to put it in a proper format on the valuation side. So these 2 slides are still pending, but yeah, it's a work in progress, which I just wanted to show you. And this is what we wanted to basically cover in this slide deck for the investors. And the slide that I was asking you, which I was just creating, is based out of this particular that we wanted to showcase how WMAI is different than the global certification or domestic certification and helps you drive renewal growth as well as get you ready. Okay. So yeah, pretty much a work in progress, but yeah, we would like to know any design direction or something that you see needs more or less of overall.
You know, I understand where you're coming from here. It's there are some elements which you don't need. Think about removing them. Then you have to balance everything out a little bit. This is a little bit jumbled to my eye. Jumbled means like it is not aligned, so it doesn't look clean. For example, grid patterns, the lines, the golden lines you're putting everywhere, I think they look pretty. Maybe for the Indian aesthetics, it is needed. I don't know if it's needed or not. I would remove them if you don't need them. And then you figure out how you balance this. Again, it is with everything, it is like who you're presenting to, what is their mindset, sort of like how is this enticing to their eye? So it is a mindset of like to whom you're presenting, basically, that this one has to be tailored to.
Let me answer that. So these are the people who are the learning development directors, or the people behind, like, who are running the high UBS kind of UBS in India. And these are the people who are also investing with us to create this course. So basically, they know pretty much everything. So this one slide sums up whatever as a background for them, rationale and the solution. That's it.
So basically, they completely understand the market anyways.
Yes.
To whom you're presenting it. You're just writing it out so they know that you know.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. From an Indian perspective, would it be helpful if there would be a benefit for each of the slides? Sort of, let's have like market opportunity, right? You've got all of the 6 points here. Is there a catch copy you can come up with that would make all of this relevant for them, beside market opportunity?
Right.
So like, what is in for them? You have to phrase this into one short sentence to make this really speak to them. Because otherwise, you say market opportunity. I know market opportunity. I've been there for money. Don't tell me anything. Make it relevant, that like this information is kind of like, look at this again. I would do this for each of the slides, that it is like a personal, a personalization of the slide for the people who actually like, it's their own benefit, what they're getting out of this, right? I think that would make it a little bit more engaging. Otherwise, it will come across as like a lot of information compiled onto a page.
Right.
And sometimes people, they need a hook to sort of like, okay, that is that. It is actually just this for me. Good. I agree with you. And this is what you want to get, right? You want to get a yes from them on each slide.
Right.
So
How would you reach out to make it more relevant to something like this kind of slide, to an instructional like designer who's been into the industry 25, 30 years, making such kind of courses, and now running the hidden learning of big banks, private banks in India? Like, they know in and out. Now, to make it relevant for them, how would you like basically structure it?
Okay, out of this market opportunity, for example, what is the benefit of the person you're showing the deck to of this particular slide?
Market opportunity, you're saying the high net worth base or expanding
It's not
private?
like just for that person who you're showing the slide to, what is the benefit?
I think this basically sums up that there's a big gap, not only the skills, but also in the number of people, number of private bankers in the market. And idea, and WMI bridges that solution, not only in terms of bringing more people who are ready for the job, as well as we bridge the gap that they don't have or they're trying to get to, which even banks like gives you trainings to do it. But this is more of a certification which is structured that you go to any bank and the certification will be valid for you.
Okay,
So,
that is a valid point. That is great. That would be like key benefits. Okay, let's take this out completely out of context and like throw this into, for example, I don't know, ladies' stockings. On the package, you can write down it is made out of like 100% pure silk, all technical data. And the girl can look and think, but in the head it's like, what is in there for me? So I'm like, if you write the copy in there, so I'm like, make your legs like a supermodel. I say, oh bloody hell, that's me. I want that. That's me. Yes, the other information is also relevant. What's all in there and why it feels comfortable and super shiny. That's all great, but makes my legs look like a supermodel. That is what is important for that particular person. And that is what you put into your slide.
Got it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's like its own personal benefit out of this. That I think like will engage them into
the resource pool is getting ready for them, and they can immediately capitalize on it with this resource pool that is getting generated by us.
Yeah, what is the personal advantage on this, basically? Maybe some slides don't need it, but some slides do need it. And that, I think, is what makes a design more powerful. It doesn't really make a difference if like how many fonts you're using and what and so forth. Besides like making it professionally balanced out and reducing the clutter, but make the slide relevant by personalizing this in a way, like to that audience. It is with everything, it is like that. I mean, like it is, everybody wants to have their own little thing. It has to be customized for them because they are the most important people in the world themselves in a way. Like everybody is an egocentric maniac in a way. Like so, it has to be relevant for the person who reads it. What is the benefit for him? And then I would get rid of the clutter. If you know, like that half moon thing is something important in Indian culture, put it in. Otherwise, get rid of it. Then here again, you have heart chevrons. It's a heart theme, so keep it that way. Keep it aligned. Keep it strict. And I think from the colors, you're golden anyways. But simplify as much as you can without it making too standard template, basically. Know what I mean? It's like keep it balanced, keep it professional. Here, those golden bars
don't make much.
Make sense? Are they 4 different blocks, or is it just one continuous block? And the lines.
The middle two are together. It's an unfair advantage, and yeah, for them, basically.
Yeah, I know, like you put the lines in there so it looks a little bit more interesting. You know, like sometimes keep it in, but most of the time, decoration, I would get rid of it and use highlights in there to break up that continuous monologue in there.
I see.
Like what's really important in there. You highlight this one. And that is what you want them to get from the slide without having to read everything.
Got it.
Yeah, because otherwise we will be losing people's attention. We cannot expect them to read everything.
Agree. Agree.
Here as well.
Very busy slide, but yeah.
A very busy slide. This is. Yeah, this is. You need to have this in one slide, I'm assuming, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. You know, like then you've got like your approach. It is in the block because you probably want to put it together with the graphic, but the approach you probably can put it at the bottom of it if you have to into one line, so you get a bit more space on your left side.
Okay.
And you know, like then again, like soft boxes, are they needed? If they're not
Okay,
needed, the
hard,
boxes,
yeah.
throw them out. I'm a big fan of simplicity. Then again, like simple life is extremely boring, so people need to have some highlights in there, but
Right.
use them where like they are making sense. We can do this by just having this in like a big bold typeface program, 8 modules. Maybe you don't need a box for it. So simplicity is always better than like adding complexity to everything, because like then the next slide has to be also complex and also complex, and then editing becomes the nightmare and it reduces clarity, right?
Yep. Some ideas around this slide. Is it okay to put it this way, or you have some other idea to bring that information? What I was thinking was to put in the CFA logo, the CAIA logo, and all those logos here, domestic certification logos as well here, and then put WMAI. And yeah.
Yeah. You can simplify this. Obviously, you're running out of space here. You need to probably have to have the contents below somehow. You don't need to bullet this in. Bullets are extra. You don't need all of like the 1,000 to what is it, like 700,000, 100. Just reduce the amount of numbers in there. Instead of having like 7 numbers in there, you just have 3. People get the point that it is like a increase. And then you have more space at the bottom, bring this up, and then you figure out how to make your certifications a little bit more clearer. Yeah. And yeah, I wouldn't add oval elements to a hard theme. Your idea with the logos is a good idea. Just throw them all in there so it looks a little bit more researched. Yeah, make it simpler, right? Always reduce complexity.
Just one more slide. I think next one is also important. This one, how to make it, because when you put colors, because everyone has a different background, it doesn't look much good. So
yeah,
either we reduce lot number of people and keep it more clear. But the idea is to show that there's a backing of
that you've got a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
You know, the unfortunate part of like this slide is that like your header is taking up what 25% of the screen, right? And you need more screen real estate to have a more balanced somehow kind of like a presentation of your members here. You know, black and white.
Something,
works good in a way. Like, so like you just need to highlight that you've got a lot of people. I understand some people have black and white, some people have color, and they're all completely chaotic in a way. Like, so a black and white choices is okay. It's good.
All right. And anything for this?
Yeah, I would remove like the boxes on
the boxes, yeah.
Yeah. You have like your yellow line, you can bring this in between, like to separate it between text and like your job readiness title in a way, like, but I would get rid of the boxes.
Got it.
Yeah. And you might have want to consider that like that your header is tremendously huge. Yeah,
Need to
this is
reduce
kind of
that.
like the header is just your branding in there. You need more real estate to present your data in a clean and readable fashion without having to cramp everything in.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Let me get that changed. Yeah.
You can squish the header up
Mhm.
proportionally, obviously. That I think would help you.
Got it. Got it.
For the images, I don't know if you got some images which has been used already previously, which work.
Yeah, we were using them in the website, on the website, so just put them in.
Yeah. Then again, like if you want to have this a little bit personalized, I would not use weird static objects like the one on the left for institutions. You put a team of like, I don't know, like 10 people in suits.
Together.
Indian dudes, corporation, and then if individuals, you have like one person with, I don't know if this is like a standing in there, also in a similar fashion. So like the scenario could be similar but different. So it's
awesome.
And you don't have to use it as a some weird stock images.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
I don't think we have time for another.
No, we always have time for you, Dean. Can't say that.
Okay, maybe just a quick one. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen? This is our template for training 10 years ago, created. So the good thing about this is clean and white. And simple, easy to use. And then 3 years ago, we upgraded it to this one. We actually hired an agency, design agency, and they created this with multiple chevron. Yeah, so this is what we use for our training. And then there's an activity slide here, so it's easier to see. And then this year, the marketing department created the slide template for sales. Yeah.
Actually, it's the Indonesia team.
Indonesia team. Oh,
Yeah.
Indonesia team. Sorry. So the Indonesia team created this. So now, Carl asked us to create a upgraded template for training. Yep. We don't have the draft yet. I don't have the draft yet, but he said, then you should come from me because you're the user of your team is the user of the training slides template for training. And you know exactly what are the pain points, this and that. So I don't have the draft yet, but I'm planning to create a new slides template for training. It has to be functional. It has to be both functional and design wise looking good. Yeah. Any
Yeah,
advice?
it is important clarity.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I asked the account managers like Jesse and Audrey. They like the white background, the initial design before, like 10 years ago. It's very easy to use, and the font is just Calibri. Yeah. There are different criteria: ease of use, less prone to error. So the some of the pain points that we experience here is that the the font is not this one. This, yeah. The font is band script, yeah. And some people don't like it, and it's not as common as Calibri.
You know, it is important that your font is also, it has all of like the other symbols which you're using across the areas. If you have a currency symbol that is not supported in India in that font, then it would not work. So it's, I think Calibri should have all of them.
Yeah, so that's why Cal just instructed us, just use Calibri on everything. Yeah. Maybe we cannot get your feedback because there's no draft yet. Maybe today is just like to give you a heads up. We're gonna give you we're gonna show you a draft maybe within a month or next. Yeah.
All right.
But if you have some suggestions on ideas, yeah, you can share it before we design.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dean.
Yep.
Yeah. It's almost time. Okay. Too bad we didn't get to go into some other nitty-gritty other parts of like why and whatnot, and some of the rules, but rules on design. But we'll cover this next week. And for next week, I think like you got some homework. Let me just see. What was that? Yeah. So a rework on what was discussed today. And we will keep this brief so we don't run 3 hours through the whole thing. But for today, I think it was great. So we got to know each other a little bit on what the weaknesses and the strengths are, and where we can help each other to improve a bit between you as a team as well, to influence each other, where you can help out. So next week shows briefly what we discussed today. If it was amended, is it looking better or not? And then, but it's going to be a quick review just for about 2 minutes so we can go into some other topics. So for next week, please rework some of the stuff you showed us today. It doesn't need to be everything. It's just like some bits of it which you think they do have improved. So we can go on to some other tasks. All right. Got my point? Okay.
Thank you, F.
Yes.
Well then.
Thanks, F.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so
Enjoy
much.
your
Thank
afternoon.
you, F.
Yeah.
Thank you, F.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay.
Take
God
care,
bless.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.